My name is Adi Balogun, Chief Lock Officer of Locative Enterprise, and this is my hair story. Okay, you may not know I'm an architect. I worked in e-commerce. I'm a loctician. Fancy way of saying hairdresser. Um, uh, um, I'm from Lagos. I'm an only child of my mom. I'm not spoiled. What number are we now? Okay, I started my locks because I was just tired of relaxers. And 7 years ago, I did not know what to do with my natural hair, and there was no way I was going to be combing that thing every day. So locks just seemed like the natural thing to do, and that's how I kind of got to this point with my own hair. Locks for me as a business started out when I wasn't really getting the best from my hairstylist. So in terms of styling, actually, my hair was at that point beginning to be okay, but I wasn't getting styling from my hairstylist. So I looked onto the internet and I started styling my own hair myself. And people started to ask, where did you get your hair done? And I'll be like, oh, it's on YouTube. You can, do it yourself. But I met a few people who couldn't do it themselves and offered me money to do their hair. And gradually, I have progressed from being an architect, working in e-commerce, to becoming a loctician. Oh, of course, nobody understands what a loctician means. So I really go with the simple way of saying I'm a hairdresser. And most people don't know how to react when you say that. They're like, are you sure? Why are you so well spoken? Am I supposed to still respect you because you are just a hairdresser? So very few people get it. I think the question that usually follows when I say I'm a hairdresser is, do you own your business? Because I think people try to look for how to respect you in a job that is supposedly a vocation for most people and not a profession. It's been a lot of self-development. I call myself a self-taught loctician because I started out doing my own hair, and in doing my own hair I started receiving a lot of, I was working at Konga at the time, and Konga is well staffed. So I was working in a building that had no less than 250 people. So just walking up the stairs to get to my office on the third floor, I would receive positive comments, oh, your hair is so beautiful. And then I'll have ladies walk up to me at work hours and say, what is this with your hair? What extensions do you use? So most of them didn't even realize, they had worked with me for a good number of years, but they didn't even realize that my hair was my natural hair. So I would spend time explaining to women every day, okay, this is my hair, this is what I did. You can't get it overnight, you have to be patient, you have to be this. And I was like, okay, fine, let me start a blog so that instead of spending my work hours explaining my hair to people who are curious, then they will be able to read my blog. And then I said, the blog, which eventually got more readership from random people and was kind of the genesis of my business as it is now. And so how I keep on making sure I'm getting better at what I do, I'm not afraid to experiment, and I'm always very honest with my clients, telling them when I'm trying out new stuff. I always seek information from the internet. I constantly see what other people are doing. Fortunately, the world is at a place where people are sharing information, and you can try out stuff and see what works and see what doesn't work. So that's that. To also complement my research and my personal efforts, I employed a trichologist who works with me. So he has the technical understanding of hair. So that complements the business that we have created. Staffing has not been easy, but I constantly try and look for people who are passionate and who are willing to learn new things in our line of work. I also now see hairdressing as a profession and not a vocation. It shouldn't actually be something you just send somebody to do because they don't have better opportunities, but it is something that is as serious as a medical doctor because it has to do with people's health of their hair. Um, so I really do hope to get more professional training um, as soon as I can. But from most of the things I've even seen on the internet, you would see that a lot of the famous locticians, especially in the US, are actually self-taught, and they have developed themselves by experimenting, seeing what works for majority of people, paying attention to detail. That's the most important thing, and understanding that when I started out, it was my hair I was doing. Now I have a client base of hundreds of people, and I have to kind of understand that what works for A may not work for B. And if you're not paying attention, you can miss it. People have allergies, people react differently to different products. So you definitely kind of almost have to have a case file per client, so you know what you're dealing with every time you get it. So yeah. Okay, so I was kind of weird and stubborn. I refused to cover my locks when I started them. I started them at about an inch and a half long. So they were pointy, they were neither here or there, even I could not understand them. And at the time I was working in architecture, male dominated industry. I think in my studio there were probably about 12 guys and 2 ladies. So I walk into the studio in the morning and people will call me, or my colleagues will call me Terrible West, you know, and like Tai Taiwo and things like that. I had one of my colleagues also sit me down and say, Ade, you're supposed to be a fine girl. Why are you trying to make yourself ugly? Can you stop this thing that you think that you're doing? But yeah. What negative things? Oh, there's another very close friend of mine, almost a relative. He found a blog that I had been writing some randomly, and he stayed up reading my blog. And the following day, he saw me at work, and he was like, "Ah, I read your blog, and it actually kept me up all night. I didn't know you were intelligent. You have dada." So people have all these misconceptions, and people kind of judge you by your hair, realizing that there's this whole person and you can be anybody that you want to be, and your hair is really just your hair at the end of the day. I would say personally, I don't want to see natural hair as a movement. I don't even consider what I do with locks specifically as a movement. I think it's something that is natural to us, and I think our work will be done when people stop to see it as something special. It's just something that we are. So the more we enforce it, the less I try to make it feel like a cult or a movement or like some rebellion against, um, relaxers or all of those things. Hair is a choice, and people should be proud to wear their hair however they choose. And it shouldn't be unusual, or you shouldn't be told your hair is rough because it is not straight. So I feel we all need to get to that point where we accept our hair for what it is, and accept people who choose to wear their hair for what it is, Okay, my hair care regimen is actually very easy. Surprisingly, I would go try to say that it is much easier than taking care of loose natural hair, and that's one of the reasons I'm locked. I shampoo my hair. I usually use Design Essential products or any natural products I can lay my hands on. I'm currently working on my own shampoo, which I've been using on my hair more recently, but not finished yet. Um, so I shampoo, I condition, I oil my scalp, and I twist my hair while it is still wet without any gels. So literally, my hair is twisted with water and oils, and that is it. I leave it to air dry. That's my personal regimen for my hair. So just the oils are going to my hair, twist it when it's damp, and I'm good to go. I also don't bother my hair a lot. Every now and then I spritz water and some oils into my hair, and literally that's it. It's complete, absolute freedom. It's too good to be true. I think it's our job, people with locks, to be able to educate most of our society about what it really is. You can draw from the fact that growing up, there are only certain kind of people you saw with locks. It's either you were mad, or mentally ill, let me put it that way, and roaming the streets and literally not having time to look after your hair and then it locks, or is affiliated with some Christian faith of where the children have to leave their locks for some time or with artists who kind of lean and draw inspiration from the Rastafarians. However, it is our hair. I usually say this, that locks, I believe everybody with kinky hair or African descent with kinky hair is supposed to be locked. The reason is that when you have loose natural hair, you, every other day you are battling the hair from locking. Tangling, the act of tangling is actually locking. So if you leave your hair alone and you let it do what you want it to do, then we all should be locked. So if you see it that way, you can be anything and anybody and choose to wear your hair locked. And most importantly, nobody should criticize you for having your hair locked. And I think it's also important for me to say the criticism and negativity that people associate with locks is so ridiculous that if you stop and think about it for a second, you have somebody wearing somebody else's hair, Brazilian, Indian, whatever, and that person is accepted. And I am here wearing my own Nigerian hair, and you choose not to accept me for it. It literally, logically doesn't make any sense. So you can be lawyer, architect, doctor, engineer, whatever profession, artist, and decide to choose to wear your hair locked. It's a personal choice, and everybody should be free to have their hair how they want it. My name is Adi Balogun, Chief Lock Officer of Lockitude Enterprise, and this is my hair story.